The Navigate app is meant to be an app. It's easy to use. Things work really fluidly.
It really is built for kind of the iPhone age, and so for the student app, it's a really clean look.
I think it's great. I think we can really benefit from it. I just think it has a lot of structure to it.
Navigate, it has definitely more bells and whistles. It's easy to look at. It's very user-friendly.
One aspect I like is the ability to segment groups of students by a variety of areas, by major, by minor, by GPA, by students who haven't completed certain prerequisites, students who are going to go on IP. I'm able to target that group and send them a request to schedule an appointment.
I was able to run a quick list by pulling up the students who were tagged with theater scholarship, and then I could sort that list by GPA and just almost at a glance tell if any of my students were in danger of being below that GPA threshold.
Faculty and our staff could put notes in about a student, so we would never have a he said, she said type of thing anymore, because a student will come in, we can meet with the student, put a note in and say, okay, these are the classes we've told you to take, and then they go to their major advisor and say, well, I'm taking these classes. He or she can look in and say, but that doesn't match what we've advised you. Everybody's going to be on the same page, which I think is bomb.
It helps us to have lots of communication between the support as opposed to working in silos. For me, not having any idea what other people have said, instead, I'm able to say, oh, okay, I understand One Stop sent them to me for this reason. And so therefore, I'm more quickly able to get to their issues.
Another feature that I'm really excited about are the intake surveys. Something that the Student Success Center has been using that for is when students indicate their interest in the Student Success Center before they come, we've been able to send tailored information to the incoming freshman students. So that way they can hear about the Student Success Center before they get to NSO and are in information overload, and we can really tailor our responses based on information they've requested.
The screen that they call the 30-second gut check, I think they're going to find that really useful, because this is sort of a one-stop place for the advisor to look at the student's information before they come in the door. Not only can you see the student's sort of GPA and course history and their success markers that they have met or missed, but then you can also look at notes that you've made in your last advising meeting with the student to say, hey, did you get that AP test score submitted to the registrar's office, or have you taken your language placement test yet?
The app will already have so many of those tools already available to them. We can check in for a few minutes about that, but then we can go to those deeper conversations that are sometimes more difficult to capture, but to me are why we're here at Pepperdine and why students want to connect with faculty. Capturing time with students is one of the best gifts we can give to them and give to their success here at Pepperdine. And if we can invite students into our office and spend that time really having more deeper, substantive conversations about how they're really doing, what are their goals and ambitions, how is it that things are playing through in terms of their coursework, how they might better connect with the faculty and resources here, I think that's a far richer and more meaningful way to connect with students and help them to be successful, as opposed to always having my time just being very transactional.
And so we have an opportunity now to be able to embrace a new system, which may be different and it may have challenges and it may be things that maybe we're not anticipating, but I can guarantee it is so worth it, and it's so exciting, and it's a wonderful opportunity for all of us. And I mean, think of it as a faculty member too, to be able to run reports without having to ask somebody in my boring office. That's a huge accomplishment right there.
I just feel like the wealth of information that students can have in their phone, which they have with them at all times, is far easier than trying to work through WaveNet or to access that DAR. And yet that is a tool that will still be available to us and very useful to us. But I think Navigate's going to help us just to reach that information that we really need to critically get to quicker, and also help the students to feel a greater sense of ownership and responsibility, but also just more informed about what their plan is and who they can go to get help. And so I think that's going to be the benefit of the Navigate tool.